Mike Moore makes his 35th appearance and start of 1989. He won his 18th victory a couple of starts ago, that on the 19th against Cleveland. That set a personal career high for Moore. Against the Rangers, Moore has had 19 games, all of them starts against Texas. He's 8-4 with a 3.90 ERA, and that includes a start and a win over the Rangers this year at Arlington.
Breaking ball down and away, right side. McGuire to the pitcher. Never bothered to use the glove, and it's a good thing he didn't. Just beat Manrique. Nice play by the Oakland defense. 2 outs.
And the positioning of McGuire and Moore on this play is textbook. The way they handled the ball was not exactly the way you'd like to see it done. Bare hand to bare hand. But the throw was there in time. McGuire with those big hands. Both he and Mike Moore pretty good sized guys, and that's not really as difficult a play as you might think with the size of their hands.
Had a lot of losing seasons with that club and finally got out to a winner. High chopper, and he'll retire. The Rangers 1-2-3 on 3 balls hit pretty softly. That's how the 3rd game of this series gets underway. Dave talking about his game-winning homer last night. And there's an extra base hit down the left field line. Henderson digs for 2. Incaviglia up with it. No chance for a play. And the guy they call Hendu here in Oakland keeps hurting the Rangers with extra base hits in the series. Said last night he was just trying to hit a fly ball to drive home a run. He said sometimes fly balls go over the fence. Jose Canseco, it's a hard thing to do, but he gets that big bat started with all that bat speed, and then if he tries to slow the bat down spotting changeup, that can cause some problems.
Now, the worst thing a big guy can do is swing and miss when you have a bad hand or a bad wrist, or try and check your swing, but swing and the miss has more a tendency to really hurt.
There's a drive to left field. See you later if it's fair. It's gone. Yeah, he hurt his wrist, didn't he? Down the line for number 17, RBI is number 54 and 55.
Right in the wheelhouse of Jose Canseco, and he's watching it to make sure it stays fair. 459 feet on this blast, right down the left field line.
And on a breaking ball, Baines strikes out. Number 1 for Mike Moore.
Number 29.
That's a split finger pitch from Mike Moore, and that really has become a great pitch for him because of his arm motion.
Up the middle, should be 2. Gallego handles the pivot, and the Rangers are gone. If they go in down by a game, Bouchel rifles one. Look at the play by Gallego, and it's a double play. Gallego on the ground, backhands the ball high up in the air, and then it was an easy pivot for Weiss, who had plenty of time. Second twin killing for the A's, and it's 4-0 after 2.5.
Offensively, defensively, 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Like Mike Moore came back with that split-fingered pitch, and Espy is gone. That is strikeout number 2 for the A's right-hander.
All right. Second baseman,
watch the downward movement, straight down, a little bit away from the left-hander.
First ball swinging up the ladder goes Gallego. Not only up the ladder, but reaching back to his left to spear that hot shot from Fred Manrique.
He's got a radar glove tonight, doesn't he? Everything is attracted to him. He timed his leap perfectly.
Ruben hitting at 305. Mike Moore to work here. Off-speed pitch up the middle. Gallego to his right. A leap and a throw, and he got him. I don't know what else Mike Gallego can do tonight.
Well, get a hit maybe. He's 0 for 2. But he's taken a couple of hits away from the Rangers. Here's another one. Backhand. Remember, there's a quick runner going to first base. Look at the margin he gets Sierra by. Ruben out by a good 2 steps.
Once again, the 2-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Mike Moore with his 3rd strikeout sends the Rangers down in order again in the 5th. So we finished half this contest. The Oakland Athletics on top of the Texas Rangers by 4. Moore with a 2-2 pitch. Weiss. Double pumps, and the side retired in 1-2-3 fashion.
And he went around, couldn't stop his swing. Strikeout number 4 for Mike Moore. 1 out.
Fred Manrique pretty well tied up on that tailing fastball. He saw it, was trying to swing, trying to stop, took strike 3.
There's a double play ball. Should be easy for Weiss. He stayed away from Espy, and every time the Rangers get a runner tonight, he dies in a twin killing. It's happened 3 times. 7th inning stretch time. The A's are getting closer, leading the Rangers 5-0 after 6½. To the top of the 8th we go. Mike Moore retires for the night with a 7th inning shutout. Tony La Russa must have a little rest for the playoffs in mind here as Moore leaves and former Ranger Rick Honeycutt is in.
Honeycutt on with his 63rd appearance of the year. He's 2-2 with a 2.39 ERA. He was the one that stepped in to take over the closer chores when Dennis Eckersley was out for 50 ball games. Honeycutt had 12 saves in that span. 75 innings of work this year, 25 walks and 52 strikeouts.
He faces Ruben Sierra, who will turn around and bat from the right side. Ruben, a .332 hitter right-handed this year, and there's a base hit. Only the 2nd of the night. And how long will this runner survive on the bases? It's been a frustrating night for the Rangers. Sierra reached on an error in the 2nd, erased in a 1-4-3 double play. Stanley singled in the 3rd, a 4-6-3 double play. Espy walked in the 7th, a 6-3 double play. And Harold Baines will be the hitter. Bobby Valentine has right-handers Gonzalez, Coolball, Palmer, Kruder, and switch hitter Doherty on the bench. Harold Baines has been swinging pretty well against righties and lefties lately, so the skipper stays with the veteran here. And he chops one up the middle. Gloved by the shortstop. They'll settle for 1, but they almost turn 2. Walter Weiss and Mike Gallego with a beauty.
I think if they had turned that double play, you might have to concede the rest of the ball game because nothing was going to go your way anyway. Behind the bag, Weiss, a backhanded flip, a bare hand by Gallego. They almost turned it against Harold Baines. Boy, these guys are playing some kind of defense here this evening.
5-0 Oakland. A's have out hit the Rangers 7-2. Incaviglia chops one. Look at Phillips to 2nd for 1, and they almost turn 2 again. That's another star.
Yeah, make that 7 stars in my book. Oh, Tony Phillips, Walt White, Mike Gallego, everybody getting into the act. Beat Incaviglia, the latest Ranger victim of great defense, and Weiss was diving behind Phillips just in case. Watch Walt Weiss back there.
Looks like synchronized diving here.
Boy. Right now, Tony La Russa has gone to the bullpen. He's come out with right-hander Gene Nelson. Nelson has been outstanding of late. He has only allowed 1 earned run in his last 21 innings of work. Last worked 4 days ago. Minnesota worked an inning and 2/3 of scoreless relief in that contest. Nelson on the year appearing in his 48th ball game. He is 2-5 with a 3.27 ERA. In 77 innings of work, he's walked 30 and struck out 65.
Nobody will be hitting now. Nelson strikes out Bosley. Rangers get 2 hits and strand their first 2 runners of the night. And in the middle of the 8th inning, it stays Oakland 5, Texas nothing. Espy strikes out on a low inside breaking ball. 1 out. Pop fly, short center. Gallego out. They're 1 out away. It's almost a business-like, rather subdued celebration by this Oakland club, as if they expected all along they would be the Western Division champions. They certainly are carrying themselves like that. Dave Stewart will pitch tomorrow. Mike Moore did the job tonight. Steve Busby, it's the best club in baseball. There's no doubt about it.
All facets of the ball game, that big man included right there. Power, speed, defense, pitching. And experience, young players, new players. That man deserves an awful lot of credit. Tony La Russa working around injuries to some very key players this year. Without Walt Weiss, Dennis Eckersley, Jose Canseco, Mark McGuire, Carney Lansford, all of them out for a time. Had a lot of trials and tribulations, but for the second straight year, the Athletics have won the American League West, and they will advance to the playoffs.
The La Russa family celebrating another divisional title, and this one clinched in front of the home folks. Our hats off to Tony and the Athletics, the 1989 Western Division champions in the American League.